Hey friends, my name is Maureen England and I am Parkview's Youth Wellbeing Coach, and I have the opportunity to partner with the Respect team and provide some additional education on stress. And so in this world we live in, stress is so prevalent with COVID and the restrictions and all the other things going on and not being able to see our friends and our family, having to stay 6 feet apart from people, not being able to find toilet paper. Stress is so normal. And especially right now, I want to make sure you guys know what you can do to better manage your stress. So first of all, let me clear the air. What is stress? Stress is the body's response to pressures. Okay, these pressures can be positive or negative. So there is such a thing as good stress and a healthy amount of stress. If we didn't have any stress in our life, we wouldn't get anything done. Right? If you guys have a homework assignment but you're never told when it's due, you're not going to do it. But the stress of having a deadline helps you guys get your homework done. So we have good stress and bad stress, and sometimes our good stress can become bad when we don't handle it well. Other thing about these pressures is they can be internal or external, meaning you have a say in how much stress you put on yourself. And then finally, we can be stressing about something in the past, the present, or the future. And so that's really important to think about when we have such a limited amount of energy. Where do we want to put that energy towards? Right now, we all have different symptoms of stress and things that help us identify when we're stressed. Sometimes some of us get like tight shoulders, or we get a headache, or we're nauseous, or we might have a bad attitude or use some unkind words, or we might become really withdrawn as times become stressful. Some of us may make not the best decisions when we're stressed. A lot of us don't, right? But these symptoms of stress, so the things that kind of cue you that you're stressed, are so important because that tells you you need to intervene and do something, okay? So think about like a cold or like COVID or anything that's going on right now. Having these symptoms are what's telling us something is wrong, and without them, we don't know. So that's why it's really important that you kind of take stock and inventory of things that are going on inside of you, so that you can then better be able to handle your stress. So now, what are some good things to deal with stress? I've got 5 easy ways. They all start with the letter M, so super easy to remember, and M is like my favorite letter, so why not? But the first one is movement, moving your body every single day. Okay, movement releases endorphins that are the feel-good chemicals in your brain, that what they do actually is they improve your mood and they decrease your stress. So this can be anything from going on a run or lifting weights, doing push-ups, walking your dog, stretching, yoga, whatever it is for you, shooting hoops even. Whatever you like to do to move your body will naturally make you feel better. Another thing that's really easy to include as you start to de-stress is a term called mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of switching yourself from autopilot to manual. We do that when we focus on a single thing. The easiest one is your breath. Because when we focus on our breath, what that does physiologically is that lowers our heart rate, lowers our blood pressure, but more importantly, it quiets our mind. And so when we are able to interrupt all those thoughts in our brain, we're able to interrupt them, we're able to quiet ourselves down and deal with the different things that are going on and kind of process through those emotions and those feelings. Mindfulness creates that space that allows you to work through what you're experiencing, and you are worth working through those feelings. Okay, don't disregard them. Thirdly, thinking about management, this is reaching out for help when you need it. Send the text, FaceTime the friend, call your mom, call your grandma, whoever it is. Reach out and ask for help when you need it, especially as you're navigating this really unprecedented time. If you have an adult in your life that you really trust, I'd really encourage you to reach out to them as well. The fourth one is margin. Margin is creating space, which is exactly what we have been asked to do now, is create space. This is creating space from the people, places, and things that give you stress. So if it's your family, you might need to go outside by your own for a little bit, or maybe it's go to your room. If it's the news and social media, maybe it's taking a break from some of that, because seeing all those flurries of headlines can really add a lot of stress. So creating that space. And finally, the fifth one is mindset. The way you view yourself and your stress can either create positive or negative side effects as a result. Guys, you guys are so great. You're so loved. You are wonderful, and we're going to make it through this. Thanks.